Oh, what's your soul saying? Oh.
Hello guys, I hope you're all well. And if you're new, welcome to my channel, An Island of My Soul. And thank you to all of you for your love and support and your encouragement, and thank you so much for joining my channel and joining me on my journey. It means so much to me. So I'm going to do the masculine reading. I'm only going to use one card. It's going to be the Angel Oracles from Ambika Waters. I'm drawn to use those today because we know that the Divine Masculines are waking up. They are more conscious, and these are very spiritual, deep cards. So I don't need to pick more than one. I'll get communication from my Divine Masculine message of love from Liz Harris as well. But I'm going to pick one card and see what's going on with the Divine Masculines. My readings are timeless, so it doesn't matter when you've clicked on this video. If it resonates, it means there's a message for you today. I use the labels Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine because it's how I channel. It's easier for you to understand and easier for me to say. I realise it's only energy, just put it into your situation and your circumstance and how it resonates to you. Please don't be offended by me saying Divine Masculine and Feminine. This is a collective reading as well, so if you want more of a personal reading done for you, I am doing private readings, so just email me. It's in the description box down below and I'll get back to you. Because everybody's journey is, you know, personal and unique to them, so I'm quite happy to do a private reading for you if you're interested. And if you connect with me, that's really important that you connect with me as well. So let's see what's going on with the Divine Masculine's energy today, what they're experiencing, how are they feeling, what do we need to know today. Nice clear message for the person that's watching. Serenity. I feel serene and tranquil when I accept who I am. Yeah, so this is amazing. They're accepting who they are more. They are doing this work, and they're feeling more peaceful because they are accepting who they are. They're doing their work. We know that they're doing their work. We know that they're committed to this journey, committed to themselves, committed to God, and obviously committed to you by them doing this work within themselves anyway, because you're one soul. So that is a really positive card, Serenity. I feel serene and tranquil when I accept who I am. And then when we accept who we are, that's when we find this inner peace, and that is just blissful, and we can find that inner peace. And Divine Feminines, you are actually finding that inner peace. You're aware, you're conscious. It doesn't mean to say that every day that you are getting up and feeling like you're jumping about with joy all the time, but you are conscious of everything that's going on around you, and you're dealing with situations differently to how you did before you was conscious. And you are accepting this situation, you are accepting who you are, and you're actually feeling this and releasing it. The stuff that you don't like as well, you're actually allowing yourself to feel it. So this is why the Divine Masculines are having this experience, because you're accepting who you are, because you're one soul. Your energy, Divine Feminines, go to the Divine Masculines because you're the positive polarity. That is how it works. So when you have that shift within you, that is when your Divine Masculine will shift. And when you take your focus off the Divine Masculines and focus on yourself and accept who you are, that is when they start to accept who they are and do the work within themselves. So that is amazing. So you should be really pleased with this card, Serenity. So let's see what it says in my guidebook for a more in-depth message. They're quite long messages, but beautiful at the same time. So let's see what you've got. If I can find the page. This is about finding inner peace, and they're on there. This is, you know, really happening for the Divine Masculines. They're changing their perception. They're seeing things through the eyes of love. They're feeling better about themselves because they have been releasing the stuff that's not serving them anymore, because they're more conscious. So let's see what this message says. The Angel of Serenity dances with us as we engage in daily struggles and conflicts. This angel wishes us the ease of serenity and will often stimulate our dreams to create a vision of how life could be if only we dared to live from the place within ourselves. How amazing. This angel will always encourage us to disengage from struggle and conflict. This is done by changing our attitude and reframing our view of the situation or person. There you go. The Divine Masculines are changing how they view this relationship with you, how they see everything outside of them. They're changing that because they're changing things within them. The gift of serenity comes when we have surrendered our struggles and given up our negativity. It's a gift that may be shaken from time to time, but once we have had the experience of it, we will always want it in our lives. When we partake a spiritual and a historic practice to try to achieve this state, in truth, serenity, like peace, is always there for us when we slow our lives down to pace where we can feel our feelings and tune into the oneness of Source. We can offer prayers to this angel to give us a taste of serenity so that we can make the adjustments and change necessaries to live from our inner being. Serenity means giving up the struggle and releasing the ego to live a truly peaceful life with our higher self. We can pray to attain this spiritual state, which means knowing that the universe is a benign and safe place that will where we truly belong. When we accept our oneness with the Source, we can be serene through crisis, change and loss. This quality comes with a spiritual attitude which recognises that everything is as it should be and that we are in the right place, doing the right thing. This means giving up attitudes which stand in the way of being happy. It also means releasing emotional pain which can lead us to believe that life has to be torturous or fraught. Praying to the angel of serenity opens the channel for this essence of God's love to permeate our lives. It all allows us to live from a deep and rich centre, unshaken by difficult circumstances. We pray for help to eliminate the obstacles to serenity which clutter our lives. We can also ask the angel to help us feel that we deserve to live in a serene way so that our purpose can be fulfilled with ease and grace. How powerful was that message today? This is about Divine Masculines. You know, this is what they're doing. This is what they're starting to do because they've released the negative, toxic thoughts. They're aware. They're not allowing their ego to cause this confusion and conflict within themselves anymore. They're not listening anymore. They're not going to struggle anymore because they are being encouraged to move away from this, to move away from things in their life that no longer serve them, and especially stuff that's going on within them. And they are facing their fears. They are doing this because they are connecting with Source. They are connected with God's, and they're getting the guidance and the wisdom that they're really wanting. They're allowing things to flow, and they're not trying to control things anymore and make things happen. They want, they want to be peaceful. They want to. A lot of your Divine Masculines could be feeling, they could be spending a lot of time on their own at the moment, away from everything, but they are feeling so much more spiritual and connected with themselves and with God, with Spirit, Source, whatever word is better for you, and how your Divine Masculine sees the higher power. But this is amazing. Serenity, it's just peaceful. They're feeling more peaceful within because of this acceptance of themselves, acceptance of this love, and they're seeing through the eyes of love. They're not seeing things through the ego anymore. They're actually seeing things, they're seeing through the illusions, beyond the illusions. They're seeing through that, and they're not allowing that to control their life anymore. They're listening to what their soul wants. So that's beautiful, absolutely beautiful energy that they're in, and things are happening so quickly. And for you, the person that's watching, if you're feeling frustrated or angry, obviously this message isn't for you. But if you are in a place where this does resonate and you do feel that shift within you, and you are feeling inner peace and feeling more peaceful towards your Divine Masculine, you know that this is actually happening, even if you can't actually see it in the 3D, you actually believe and know, because you have that knowing within you that that is happening. This is amazing. this is absolutely amazing, because it means that you've done so much work, and you need to pat yourself on the back, you need to praise yourself, and this is a pure sign for you today that you are on the right track, you are doing your work, and everything's working out for you, and you're safe all the time. And it means you're believing and you're trusting, you are surrendering to this situation, you're concentrating and focusing on yourself. So, because this is why the Divine Masculines are experiencing this. And if you are angry or frustrated, obviously this video isn't for you, because my readings are always very positive about the Divine Masculines. However, I may be feeling as well, because I get triggered, and about my Divine Masculine, I know what you're feeling, I know what you're experiencing, but I do have that deeper understanding where I rise above it and allow myself to feel the trigger and release it and allow it to happen, and just then move on from it, and then know why this is, ask myself, why is that triggering me? So I hope you can get yourself to a place like that soon, if you are feeling still very angry. But hopefully this does resonate with you, and you do have that greater understanding, because you're very conscious and aware. So let's see what the communication is, what the Divine Masculines love to communicate today. What is the communication for the Divine Masculines? We know that they're finding inner peace, they're doing this work, they're feeling more peaceful, and they're not allowing their ego to take over them anymore. So what is the communication? If they didn't have their masks on and was hiding what they really felt from you, and they have had the opportunity to say what they really wanted today to you, what is the message that they want you to know today? Nice clear message for the person that's watching. Let's see. I will get there, yeah. They will. They want you to know today that I will get there. Just give me this time. This is the time that I need. While I'm being quiet, maybe I'm being silent, for some of you, while I'm not showing anything in the 3D, because they are doing this inner work. They're finding that peace, they're finding that courage, they're finding the solutions that they've been wanting. It's all happening. They're getting the guidance and the wisdom, and they need this time, but they will get there. That is what they want you to know today. Please keep believing and trusting, because they are doing their work. I will get there. That's a very powerful message. Let's see what else they would say. Please forgive me. There you go. So if your Divine Masculine has been silent, or there's things that are standing out within you at the moment that are triggering you about your Divine Masculine, and they behaved in a certain way, they want you to forgive them. They want you to forgive that behaviour, because they are getting there. They are committed to this journey. They are doing their work because they want inner peace. They want that, and they're not going to run from that anymore. They're not going to allow the ego and what goes on in the 3D world and society. They're not allowing that to take over their life anymore. They're listening to what their soul wants. They're getting the answers from it within, and not what stuff that's around them anymore. So please forgive me. They want you to forgive them. I'm going to get one more, because we all love this part, don't we? I see you in my future. There you go. Yeah, they see you in their future. You are their future, and that is why they are committed right now to do this work, because they know that you're their future. This is how important this work is at the moment. So allow them to have this time, because I will get there, they're saying to you today. And please forgive me. So if there's something within you still that really fires you up about your Divine Masculine, just allow it to go. Find it within yourself to have that greater understanding. Ask yourself why it triggers you, and forgive. You have that strength within you to forgive. It doesn't mean to say, if your Divine Masculine is in your life and he's doing hurtful things or whatever, you need to set healthy boundaries, but forgive and have compassion from distance. There's no way that I'm actually giving the message that you have to put up with ridiculous behaviour, but it's just about rising above it and setting healthy boundaries. Don't allow somebody to treat you badly, but if you're not in touch with your divine masculine, forgive them for that as well. Forgive them for behaviour that they've done in the past. Always know that they dealt with that situation with the tools they had at the time, and they had to. The whole thing is about divine timing, divine plan. Those things had to happen to trigger you, to get you where you are today, to help you grow and heal the wounds within you as well. So please forgive them. And it was all meant to be the way it was. Stop trying to control it and going over the past. And you know what the most important thing is staying in the power of now. Stay in the moment, what's happening with you right now. Don't live too far ahead, and don't look behind into the past too much. Obviously cherish memories and the good times and things, and have ambition about your future, what you want to achieve, but don't get too carried away. Enjoy this moment too, because you're never going to get this moment. And when you know, and you can get yourself in a place where you know that you're going to be with your divine masculine, because you're one soul, and you hand the whole situation over to God and God's angels, source, spirit, you will find that inner peace. You will find that inner peace, and you will be able to concentrate on yourself so much more, and focus on yourself and enjoy life, enjoy what's going on around you, instead of being busy and having conflict and confusion in your head trying to work out what's going on with your divine masculine, because you don't need to know what's going on with your divine masculine, because you know within yourself, if you're being honest, what's going on with your divine masculine, about how you're feeling as well. So it's all nice, you know, for you to get guidance and to watch twin flame readings and masculine readings. Of course, I still like doing that, but you know the truth. It's not about your divine masculine. It isn't about your divine masculine. It's about you. This relationship is about you, because you're one soul. You don't have to control your divine masculine. You don't need to control anything. You just need to connect with God and relax and surrender and listen to the guidance that you know that's being presented to us all the time, and be aware of miracles and magical things that happen all the time. But when you're too mixed up in your head and your ego and stuff, and busy, you miss all those things, and you miss all those opportunities. So be in the present moment. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that reading about the divine masculines. I'm going to get a card for you. Actually, I'm going to go to the energy pots. Let's see what energy they're in as well. My pots. Goddess, yeah. They know that you're their goddess. You're their future. You're their goddess. They look at you as an angel. They look up to you with such high regards. They just think you're wonderful. And that is why it's so hard for them to accept this love, because they have got to deal with this self-worth. They've got to know that they're good enough, and that's, you know, you've been doing that, and that's why they're doing it right now, because that's how you felt. You didn't feel good enough either. Goddess and honest. Yeah, they're going to be honest. They're going to be honest to their goddess, to you. They're going to be honest. This is about being honest with themselves and honest with you. And a lot of you haven't had the truth and honesty from your divine masculine, but it's coming. This is what they're working on. They want it so much. They want to be honest to their goddess, because they love you so much. I'm going to see what's in the communication pots as well. You make me feel so alive. Yeah, you make them feel so alive, and that's how you feel as well. You make each other feel so alive, because you know why? Because when you're with each other, you actually cherish every moment. You cherish every moment, because you're just, the energy is just amazing, because you're one soul. You just feel so, you just don't want that moment to end, so you just cherish it so much. And when you are together, you just make each other feel so alive, and they want you to know today that you make them feel so alive. Because they don't get distracted with everything's going on. They actually do trust themselves and feel good about themselves, because you bring that out of them, and you bring that out of each other, and that's why you've made that, have that feeling of aliveness, because you're just being true to yourself. Let's see what else comes out. This is a big message. Let's see. I hope you're enjoying this reading. I loved you from the very first moment God connected us again. Yeah. They loved you from the very much first moment. That's very emotional. It made me go cold. Yeah, because when you first meet your divine masculine or your divine feminine, you just can't believe it, and you know that it's an instant thing. It's just that instant thing. And for me personally, I felt that before I actually met the physical person. I had that intense feeling and that knowing before I actually met the physical person, my divine masculine. So it is such a special moment when you are connected again, and when you have that moment. It's just beautiful. So they want you to know they've loved you from the very first moment, and you're their goddess, and they're going to be honest with you. You make them feel alive. Please forgive them, because they don't mean to have done what's happened. It's just how it had to happen. They see you in the future. You know, you're going to be together, and they will get there. Just keep being patient and trusting and believing and focusing on yourself. So I'm going to use the daily guidance here, oracle cards, to see what the message is for you today, the person that's watching. What God wants you to know today to help you stay focused and to give you the strength to focus on yourself and to let go of your divine masculine, to concentrate on you and what you're, just enjoying every moment, and for you just to feel relaxed about this journey, to really have that knowing, and you can sit back and know that everything's been taken care of for you. So what is the message today for the person that's watching? Nice clear message. Let's see. Acceptance, yay. That's a really good card. What a beautiful card it is as well. See yourself and others through the eyes of the angels with unconditional love and acceptance. In this way you inspire and lift everyone to their highest potential. That is amazing. That's made me quite choked. And have you noticed all the colours are the same as well in this reading with the card here? Serenity. And then you've got the flame from the candles of Liz's cards, and you've got the colour here, acceptance, the orangey amber colour. So how amazing is that? Acceptance. You are accepting yourself more. You are accepting and not running yourself either from this situation with your divine masculine. You're accepting things for how they are, and accepting unconditional love for yourself and unconditional love. You're learning, about unconditional love, and when you can do that, when you have compassion, forgiveness, patience, and you find that inner peace, that is unconditional love, and you're accepting who you are. You're accepting things about yourself. You're knowing your worth more, and you're committed. Yeah, you're committed as well to this. I'm a bit blown away really by that one, because that made me quite choked, because it is very hard to accept things about yourself where you've been trying so long to change things because you don't feel good enough, and you don't, but accepting that actually I am good enough for my divine masculine, and accepting that I am worthy, all of those things. Acceptance, accepting the things about you that aren't perfect, or thinking to yourself that you have to be perfect, and that's my thing big time. And the acceptance card is page 11 as well, so how beautiful is that? So significant. Let's have a look. Accepting who you are, accepting things about yourself that you don't particularly like, accepting that you don't have to change all those things, and you haven't got to do this, and you haven't got to run to the gym, or haven't got to go and have plastic surgery, or you haven't got to do all of those things that go through a head what the ego feeds off. So that's been doing that for such a long time. You're allowing that to go and accepting, actually, there's no run, I can't do this, you know, you can't keep fighting anymore. You've just got to actually give in and accept. Your divine masculine does love you the way you are, and accept everything that's where you're at as well in your life, accepting this is what's happened, this is where I am, just allowing things to flow, accepting that things aren't how I really want them to be right now with my divine masculine, but I'm accepting the situation because I'm trusting, allowing again, because you have this trust and belief. So I'm going to get the message. You receive this card to help you, to help your relationship with yourself and others. Yeah, this is about having the relationship with yourself. The next time you are tempted to judge yourself or someone else harshly, pray for their health and happiness instead. This more positive route builds self-esteem and harmony and heals relationships. Yeah, so divine masculine said is about please forgive me as well. So when you're feeling upset about your divine masculine, judging him and doing all that, try and look at it and send loving healing energy instead of that, and wish them health and happiness, not this upset within you with frustration and anger and stuff, because that isn't, you know, love does make the world go round. Love is the solution every single time. However, whatever's happened, whatever, that is always the way to. It doesn't mean to say that you have to have people in your life that are bad, treating, you know, or hurting you. It means about if you can forgive and you can feel that love, and you can keep your distance and have compassion for them. That's a powerful thing to be able to do. That's so much strength within you to be able to do that. But obviously we're talking about you, the person that's watching. So this is about the relationship with yourself. The next time you're tempted to judge yourself or to judge yourself, this is for you. Replace it. And I'll tell you what I do. I say, to help me balance my energy, I'm aware that this is happening, so when a bad thought comes into my head about myself, I say, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. And that is from Dr. Joe Vitale, and I can't actually say it, I can't pronounce it, but it's something like Ho'oponopono or something. I can't actually say it, but that is what I do when I have those situations. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. When those thoughts come up, and then it balances me out, and I don't allow that to take over my moment. I allow it to come, and then I allow it to go again. So it's about being conscious of it, and so this is about accepting yourself, and I think you are accepting yourself, and that's why this card has come out, because this is why the divine masculines are doing this. This is why they're finding inner peace, because you are. You're feeling your worth, you're knowing that you're fine the way you are, you're learning that now, you're accepting that. So that's amazing. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I really enjoyed it. It's made me quite excitable and very touching and emotional it's been today as well. So I hope it had the same effect on you, and it's uplifted you and given you the strength to focus on yourself and understand the journey more. So thank you so much for watching. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you liked it, if you feel connected with me, and put the bell on so you get notifications. And if you would like to donate and support my channel, I do have PayPal in the description box down below as well, and I have an Amazon wish list as well. So thank you so much for your love and support and encouragement all the time, and your comments, taking the time to watch my videos and comment. It really does mean everything to me. So thank you. I do think about you all the time, and I'm sending my love, my support, my strength and light to you all, and I love you all very, very much. Take care, stay focused and keep believing. See ya.
Oh, what's your soul saying? Oh.